Hi, I'm Diane. I'm here to talk to you about simpler recycling. It's new legislation that's been passed March 2025. It's very important that while you're in school, you are putting the correct waste into the correct bin. It's called simpler recycling because it is very easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I just want you to remember, when you're putting the waste into the bin, it's your responsibility to make sure it goes into the correct bin. So, what we're going to see around the school, we're going to see bins probably in clusters of 3, something for food, something for mixed recycling, and something for general waste. They could be these colours, they might not be. They could be labelled, they might not be. But what they will be is clearly identifiable. You will know which bin is which. So let's start off with the food. What goes into a food bin? Common sense will tell us it's food, any type of food. It could be the whole banana, it's not ripe enough, I don't want to eat it. It could be half a banana. It could be the banana that's just the peel left because you've eaten the banana. That would go into the food bin. The bulk of the food that you're going to dispose of in school will come from the canteen. So anything that you're scraping into the bin after you've finished eating, as in a few chips, half a burger, a bit of lasagna, whatever, that will be scraped into the food bin. With all this food, we're going to take this food to anaerobic digestion. That means we take it to a big plant where it's processed and it's turned into energy. So this waste food is actually going to ensure that your homes are lit and they're warm. So that's something great you can do with the food. So remember, any food goes into the food bin. Now, when you're in the dinner hall, if you get a burger and they serve it on a plate, you'll put the plate where you need to put it. If it's served in a carton, what are you going to do with the carton? It's not food, so it doesn't go into there. Where it will go is into the mixed recycling. Why is it going in the mixed recycling? Because it's card and it can be recycled. A lot of us already know what can be recycled. We're familiar with it. But if we're not too familiar, don't worry. Just look for the sign on whatever you're trying to dispose of. Most of the time, it will have the sign on. It will look like this. It will look like this. It could look like this, it could look like this. It could be just black and not green, but it should have a sign on. So, what are we going to put in? We've already said we're going to put card in. We're also going to put paper in. Any type of paper, that's a paper bag. It could be A4 paper, that will go in. It could be plastic, any type of plastic from a tub, the yogurt pot, that would go in. Small, thick plastic would go in. Coloured thin plastic, that would go in. Clear plastic, they can all be recycled, so they must go into the recyclable bin. Along with plastic bottles. This one has got the recyclable sign on. More plastic, can of Coke, we can make more tin. So your recyclable, look out for the recycling sign. If you're not too sure, ask one of your friends, I'm sure they can help you. Now, if we've got food, if we've got recyclable, so what's going into the general? Well, anything that's left, what have I got in my hand? Is it food? Yeah, it's going in there. Is it recyclable? Yeah, it's going in there. It's not recyclable and it's not food, right? It's going to go in there. So what would that be? You may bring sandwiches to school in foil. Foil can't be recycled. Cling film can't be recycled. Crisp packets, that's a type of foil, so that can't be recycled. And it will clearly say on the back, if you've blown your nose, that can't be recycled. Blue roll, if you're wiping things up, that can't be recycled. What about paper towels? That's actually made from recyclable paper, but once you've used it, like those kitchen rolls and handkerchiefs, they become wet, they become thin, and we can't recycle them. So hand towels, that would be into the general waste as well. Another thing that would be general waste is Tetra Pak. These cartons are made of cardboard, so you think, right, well, they can be recyclable. But if we open them up, we see that they've got plastic inside or foil inside. So we can't recycle that. That has to go into the general waste because it's too bonded together. It's plastic and a paper, so that has to go into the general waste. And finally, if we had a yoghurt, we can look at this yoghurt. Straight away, we can see the lid is foil. So when we take the lid off the yoghurt, that would go into the general waste. When we eat the yoghurt, that's good. If we can't eat it all, the yoghurt itself would go into the food bin, but the pot's plastic, so that is recyclable. So we've called it simpler recycling. Legislation has called it simpler recycling because it is easy. It's easily identifiable. What have I got on my hand? I need to dispose of it. I'm responsible for putting it in the right bin, so just ensure you do. If it's food, food bin. If it's recyclable, recyclable bin. If it's none of those two, it's got to be general waste, so put it in the general waste bin. I hope this has helped you today. Thank you.